Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, time to do another movie review because we're going to review the horror movie everyone's been talking about and participating because Annabelle Comes Home. Ooh, watch out! Now, Annabelle Comes Home is a 2019 supernatural horror movie. It was written and directed by Gary Dauberman. I believe I got his name right. If your name sounds familiar, that is because he's actually written both Annabelle and Annabelle Creations. He also wrote It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, coming out later on this year. This is his directorial debut here, and he wrote and directed this particular version of Annabelle. He also did the story along with producer James Wan and Peter Safran from their Atomic Monsters production company. This movie stars McKenna Grace, Madison Eastman, Katie Strife, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and of course Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga reprising their roles as Aunt Lorraine Warren from the Conjuring series. Now, this is the 7th movie in the Conjuring Universe series and the 3rd in the Annabelle film series as well. Now, no one should be surprised. This came out after the somewhat disaster that was The Nun. That kind of took the Conjuring series a step back. Everyone loves the Conjuring series. There's been some great horror movies in this series before, but The Nun kind of took it a step back. And let's see, can Annabelle bring this series back to where it begins? So let's see what I have to say about Annabelle Comes Home. Now, while babysitting Aunt Lorraine's daughter Judy, a teenager and her friend unknowingly unleashes the evil spirit that's trapped in that doll called Annabelle, and disaster strikes. Can these two ladies survive without their souls being taken by Annabelle? Well, we'll see. We'll find out what happens in that movie. Now, once again, we have the creepiest doll in the horror genre return in another installment in this franchise and in the Conjuring universe. Now, again, as I stated before, there should be no surprise because we have this film, as I stated before. After the failure that The Nun was, obviously Warner Brothers wanted to do another Annabelle film. I mean, we already have The Conjuring 3 in production, so with the success that Annabelle Creation was, we now have this added feature. Hey, look, we even have Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga playing Aunt Lorraine Warren back in this picture. Now, making his directorial debut after writing both Annabelle and Annabelle Creations, Gary Dauberman has sold an interesting take on the haunted house subgenre in horror because when you break this all down, this is basically a haunted house movie. We have plenty of creepy moments and tension. Dauberman sets up these scenes nicely in the Warren's house. You can tell that he's learned from James Wan how to create atmosphere because it shows it in the beginning of the movie. And it doesn't rely on jump scares. I really like that part, the beginning part of the picture. Now, there are some pacing issues in some scenes that take a little longer to build, but thanks to the girls, McKenna Grace, Madison Eastman, and Katie Sapphire, it prevents those scenes from becoming very boring. They're very good in this petition. Of course, the Annabelle doll is still creepy as shit. Now, we're treated to seeing Aunt Lorraine Warren talking to the girls from the first Conjuring movie as they take back the Annabelle doll. Now, after seeing how deadly the doll is, the Warrens, along with her priest, bless the doll and lock it in a sacred glass case, hoping to keep the evil side of it contained. Now, I'm not spoiling everything. We see these all in the trailers. Now, we get a time jump a year later while the Warrens are off another case. Mary Ellen is babysitting their daughter Judy when her friend Daniela Rios drops by unannounced. Curious about the artifacts the Warrens have locked up, she manages to unlock the room and not only frees Annabelle from the glass case and has disastrous effects. I mean, real disastrous effects. That's basically what this plot of the movie is. Now, as I stated earlier, this is basically a haunted house story as all the cursed artifacts that the Warrens have collected over the years have now been released, no thanks to our overcurious Daniela. Now, during the film, you believe that Daniela is your typical dumb girl cliche, ignoring all the obvious warning signs placed upon the doors and the artifacts in the room, and the artifacts room, and the warning sign that's on Annabelle's glass case. I mean, come on now. When you see something that says "Do not open," absolutely do not open means you don't open it. It can't get more obvious than that. Now, we're thinking to ourselves, oh, come on, she can't be that damn dumb. However, once we learn what her true motivations are, we do start to feel sorry for her. And that goes to Kate Seffrey's acting. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Because at first I thought, and in the trailers thought, that this is just another dumb girl doing another stupid dumb thing, cliches. But she does have her reasonings, and she does a pretty good job showing them. She shows a great job in showing her emotions, and despite her rebellious exterior, she does care about Mary Ellen and Jodie in the film. And we have some interesting spirits that attack the girls in the house. Now, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one thinking when we see these ghosts attacking the girls. I'm saying to myself, oh boy, we got some great spin-offs coming from this movie. Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. We already have the Crickety Man that's being produced. Another one of the spin-offs from the Conjuring 2. And there's two in particular. One called The Ferryman, and another one known as The Bride, that were both used effectively attacking the girls. I thought The Ferryman had some spooky moments and some creepy moments in the film, and he has a decent background story. It's an old story that we've seen before, but also The Bride as well. I thought she was used very effectively in the movie as well. And I got a feeling that we're going to see some spin-offs maybe from these spirits. And there's some others too. There's a game called Feely Mealy in the game in this movie as well. And that had an interesting scene to it as well. Now, McKenna Grace and Madison Eastman are also good in this movie as well, acting-wise. McKenna gave Jodie an innocent girl look despite all the even dangers that are locked up in the artifact room. She appears innocent. We also start knowing that she starts to learn that she has the same gifts that her mother has. And at first, she gives Jodie a scared and frightened look because she is the first time she's starting to know these powers. Now, of course, we see her use those powers effectively in The Conjuring 2, but in this one, she's just starting to understand, what she's looking at, and that she has these same gifts that Lorraine Warren has. But she also gives Judy the courage to face her fears and confront the evil that the spirits and Annabelle have in them. Now, Madam Eastman gives Mary the nice girl look, but doesn't commit the cliched action what nice girls do in horror movies. She is fully aware of what the Warrens do and knows to stay away from the artifacts room or anything dangerous in the house. She's also very protective of Judy, and when her crush Bob comes over, she doesn't let him in, like most other girls we've seen in horror movies today. And speaking about Bob, who's played by Michael Cimino here, I really don't know what his whole purpose of in the film, other than the funny nickname that he has, and it's played for fun throughout the film. It was kind of funny at first, but then it kind of got old. I really don't know what they were trying. I guess they were trying to put some type of humor in the film, but it kind of fell flat. Now, as a first-time director, while Dolman does a good job in setting up the atmosphere and tension in the movie, some scenes do drag on a bit too long, causing some pacing issues, and the movie loses whatever tension and steam that the scenes have set up for it. That's one of the problems, because I understand some people found the film boring, and I can understand the reason why, because it does take a while for things to happen in this picture, and because some of the scenes drag out too long. Now, it kind of makes it like kind of a slow burn movie here, and but I don't think that's how it's marketed that way. So a lot of people were expecting a typical Conjuring movie or something similar to what we've seen in Annabelle Creations, and maybe even the first two Conjuring films. But I really didn't expect that. I expected something a little better than The Nun, and that's what I believe we got here. But again, because of the slow pacing and some of the scenes that drag on, it kind of makes the film a little bit boring, and it kind of loses its steam throughout the film. So we have kind of some uneven pacing issues in the film, and I think Doberman really needs to work on that, because I think if he continues to do what he does and not have scenes drag on too much, I think he'd be a good horror director. So, despite the slow burning and some pacing issues, I actually did enjoy the film. Like I said, this is a haunted house film. We have some great acting from all the girls. I mean, look, we have appearance of the Warrens here. We have Patrick Wilson and Peter and Vera Farmiga. They're both in this picture, but they're not the main focus of the picture. The main focus is the two girls and Judy, and I felt they all did a good job. They held the film together. Otherwise, it probably would have been a huge bore fest. And, well, it's not better than Annabelle Creation, but it's way better than The Nun and The Curse of La Llorona. So, the Horror Miser is going to open up his vote. And I'm going to give Annabelle Comes Home 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. Yes, give it 2.5 out of my 5 gold coins. It's good, not great. Definitely not better than Annabelle Creations or Annabelle. Actually, it's better than Annabelle. I'll give it that credit like that. But if I were to rank it in the series, it'll probably be somewhere in the middle. So, my horror fans, what do you think about Annabelle Comes Home? Did you really were bored with this film and expected more, or did you really did enjoy it for what it was? Leave your comments on your comment section below and tell me what you thought about Annabelle Comes Home. So that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, good rules. Let's take us home. We're out.